Thank you for watching Truth, Facts, Logic. We're going to look at how deadly is COVID-19 in this video. We're going to look at it from one particular angle. So the first information that we want to get is the total number of recovered people who have had COVID-19 and recovered. For that, we're going to go to the coronavirus cases in the Worldometer. Worldometers.info is where you can find this information, and we will leave links to these websites in the description. So we're going to go down and look at the USA. And what we want to do is get the total number of recovered people. So as of the time I logged into this is the total number of recoveries. I'm going to go back to my spreadsheet and paste that number in, which should be here. There we go. And I want to find out how many people died from COVID-19. So I'm going to go back to the same Worldometer website, and I'm going to copy in the total number of deaths. So here you see the total completed COVID cases. This is recoveries plus deaths. This does not include people who are currently infected. This is those who have either recovered or passed away. So there's 23,076,269. 97.61% have recovered from COVID-19. 2.39% have died from COVID-19. Now we're interested in finding out another piece of information. What percentage of COVID deaths had other comorbidities? For this one, we're going to go to the Centers for Disease Control, as you can see here, the CDC website, Centers for Disease Control. And we are going to scroll down on this website to the comorbidities and conditions. It's very important to note here that 6% of all COVID-19 deaths, COVID-19 was the only cause mentioned on the death certificate. So 6% of all COVID-19 deaths, only 6% had COVID-19 as the only cause mentioned on the death certificates. So that means 94% had other comorbidities. So I'm going to put in 94% here. And let me make that into a percentage. 94%. And we're going to fix this formula. That should be saying, so basically my formula is 1 or 100% minus 94% times the total COVID-19 deaths. So what we have here is 33,000 out of the 552,000. 552,470 died from COVID-19. Only 33,000 of those people died from COVID only. So that's a very interesting statistic. Let's take a quick look back at the website because I want to point out for the deaths with conditions or causes in addition to COVID-19, on average, there were 3.8 additional causes or conditions per death. So 94% of all COVID-19 related deaths had almost 4 additional causes of death. So the grand total was almost 5 causes of death. COVID-19 plus almost 4 more. This is information you don't really hear too often on the news. So I want to look at one more thing. The number of people that died of the COVID vaccine. I'm going to go here again. We're going to go to the Centers for Disease Control. And we're going to plug in a few bits of information here. You can watch my other videos to learn how to do some of these things. I'm not going to go through step by step again. Suffice it to say we are on the CDC website and we're looking for adverse reactions to the COVID-19 vaccine. And we're going to look at deaths in this case. And we're going to hit send. And the grand total as of is 1,394. So I'm going to plug that in. 1,394 deaths from the COVID vaccine. So just some statistics for your consideration. I'm not telling you what to think. I'm just informing you of some facts that are rarely reported in the news media. Only 33,148 people who died of COVID-19 died from COVID-19 only. 1,394 people have died related to the COVID-19 vaccine. And the vaccine has only been available since December. And this information here is as of March 5th, the number of deaths. Just some information for you to consider.